What's cracking, trainers? SHADOW here, bringing you some Pokemon GO Battle League content. Today's video, we're gonna hit that veteran rank. Finally, it's halfway through the season, and I just now hit veteran. I'm taking it slow this season. I'm trying not to stress myself out, trying to get hit legend as soon as possible. Just take it slow, maybe kick my butt into gear towards the end of the season. But the Sunshine Cup did me good. I had a couple of good days here. Got a good good day of sets with Breloom. Didn't work out today, so I swapped to this team with the Abomasnow, the Shadow Abomasnow. This Pokemon is incredible in this format. Lots of ground types, lots of water types right now. And speaking of water types, of course, very well with Water Gun Shadow Quagsire. This thing has won me so many games today. I know you're going to probably see quite a few people running it. It's not exactly a well-kept secret. I caught on to it after seeing somebody else use it, and it's honestly pretty common in the meta. But it's very strong, very neutral, and does super well into the format. And we're going to have a Shadow Flygon in the back as a safe switch, because Shadow Flygon is just the best safe switch in this meta. Even being able to take shields away from something like Shadow Abomasnow, which would be able to pretty much decimate it with those powder snows. But I want to share with you guys the two sets that got me to veteran. Starting in the first game here, we're going to have a Shadow Flygon in the lead. You could not ask for a better lead. You saw that we had a 5-0 that I forgot to record like a fool. And we're getting the two sets afterwards. So we started at about 2360, 2350 or so. Opponent has the Dunsparce, the Dunsparce. But unfortunately, they're on Astonish, and I didn't realize it until I dropped the Flygon in, because the Astonish was doing so much damage to Abomasnow, I assumed it was rollout. But Dragon Claw going to be taking out the opponent, and that lets them take two Dragon Tails on the Flygon. We bring in Abomasnow, they're going to go for two more. They're going to have the Dragon Claw banked, and I have to remember that. The opponent brings in an Abomasnow. If they see a Wigglytuff, they're in shambles. But nobody's running Wigglytuff in this, man. Nobody wants to. The opponent gonna almost get the farm down. We're banking the Weather Ball for later, just in case Abomasnow can come in and at some point exact revenge upon this exact revenge upon the Obstagoon that wronged him. Opponent's got a shield disadvantage. I know that that is probably not going to be a Hyper Beam, and every other charge move from the Obstagoon, I can live with one of these moves, and I'm hoping that it wasn't Night Slash. Thank goodness it wasn't, because if it was, they probably would have boosted on me and I would have lost the game anyway. The opponent's going for the Cross Chop. Perhaps they're running Obstruct. I don't know. But if I were them, I would definitely want to be going for Night Slash here. And I read that they're going to make a combo play after getting my shield. Now I have to sacrifice Abomasnow in order to get rid of this Flygon, but we're going to be able to come in and go for the Water Gun down, and Quagsire just barely hanging on. Because I treat him so well, even though he's a Shadow Pokemon, he still has that kind-heartedness that wants to win us this game, and with just shred of HP, we're going to be able to get that Water Gun, or the Aqua Tail, off for the game win. Good game. Tons of sweaty, close games in these sets, dude. And if you guys want to check out all the games we played with this team, check out the last stream. We would have had it out on Friday, so you're watching this on Monday or Tuesday, depending on when I'm able to get it, and the Lunala Deep Dive out. But it's a great team. If you have any need for a team before the end of Sunshine Cup, I can highly recommend this one. Opponent goes for the fly. I feel like I always have to shield and try to farm down, but I don't want to have to double shield unless the opponent wants to give up a shield here. So I'm going to go for the Aqua Tail. They do decide to shield up, so I'm all right. Quagsire is going to have quite a bit of energy. Water Rock coverage does pretty nicely going into this meta, generally speaking. And we'll see what the opponent wants to bring back in here. They're going to bring in their Swampert. The Swampert not going to enjoy taking these two Aqua Tails unless I give them a free move, which I did here, unfortunately, I think. Aqua Tail going to get the shield here. We're going to be able to get to our Aqua Tail. The opponent wasn't keeping track of the energy. That's going to do a ton of damage to the Shadow Swampert. It's just an Aqua Tail, but boy, does it hurt. And the opponent's going to go for the Hydro Cannon as soon as they see my Flygon come in. We're getting one shot here. That Hydro Cannon gone. No, we're not one shot, but we're close. But opponent's going to get the farm down. Gligar looking like it wants to do some damage here. Has a lot of energy. I got to make something happen here, man. Opponent's got energy on that Swampert, but they also, for some reason, stopped tapping, or the game's not updating either way, because we only needed 3 more Powder Snows. We're going to be able to get to the Weather Ball. Opponent not going to be able to get to the move, and they are going to get to the Sludge at the last second. But Abomasnow can live this from full HP. Even a Shadow Sludge from a Shadow Swampert, still living it. Opponent's going down. Good game, well played. There's a very solid chance that I lose that game on the spot. If the opponent wasn't tapping and they get the energy, I probably lose, but it's okay, we take those, man, because sometimes they just happen that way. Game is not in the greatest state lately, and you have to take what you can, unfortunately. But I will always apologize. Just hate the game, not the player, you know? I hate many things about the way that this game hasn't been fixed, man. Don't even get me started. Opponent's got Acid Credilli, and I'm just sitting here like, yeah, I can't really realistically bring this in unless the opponent ends up getting rid of this energy. And so Weather Ball is going to be reached here, and I'm going to go for a cheeky catch on my Flygon, thinking they're going for the Rock Tomb. I'm hoping it is. They do. That doesn't do a lot of damage, and the opponent brings in a Gligar. Gligar going to be able to get to the Aerial Ace right before I'm getting to that Dragon Tail, and I'm fine getting this energy off of the opponent. My Abomasnow still has some HP left. We also have Water Gun Quagsire in the back to be able to start bringing this thing down. I'm going to bring in my Abomasnow here just to be able to get the full Gligar out of here instead of having to shield something because we were very close to the Weather Ball. We're going to be able to take out the Gligar, and the opponent has Talonflame in the back, and I can't switch out because I didn't wait long enough. And I have to let this go because if I shield anything that's not a Brave Bird, by the way, opponent makes an incredibly good call. No, we're gonna pause this for a moment because I need to talk through this. The opponent made an incredibly good call there by going straight for the Brave Bird. They know that if they throw and I no shield it, they lose. And if I shield a Brave Bird, I win, but I cannot call that as a Brave Bird. So I stand by the shield call that I made. But man, did they make a really, really skilled read. And we're getting into the next game, trainers. This is going to be Abomasnow on the lead versus a Magcargo. Oh, no, get me out of here. Flygon, please save me. Opponent's going to be staying in here, and they're going to go out. Abomasnow comes in, but look at this, trainers. We can get the shield. We're going to be going for the Dragon Claw. I wasn't sure I was getting to that Stone Edge, and I wasn't going to risk it. But this opponent's on a non-Shadow Abomasnow, and that's actually a good reason to run the non-Shadow Abomasnow. Now, I'm going to go for this little thing that you're able to tab out and get rid of the one-turn lag. So I want to guarantee I get this move through because I do not want to give them any extra anything. The Abomasnow on the opponent's side is at 2 Weather Balls. And I'm going to have to let this one go. I'm already down a shield. Or no, I'm not down a shield. My goodness. I'm thinking of another game where I had that exact situation. I need Quagsire to be able to sweep. The opponent's got the Furret. And I'm in trouble, dude. Now, realistically, what I should do is I should full send a Stone Edge here because that would be, like, the opponent should be likely to shield something here. And I'm finding out that they know they can live this Aqua Tail and thus are not going to shield it. And had I gone for the Stone Edge, I could have won this game, I think, which is my mistake. Now, the opponent also seems to know here. We talked about it. We're playing this on stream. One of my chatters pointed out they know their matchups, man. Like they are exactly where they need to be in this game, and I hate it low key because I'm gonna make this swap to try and catch this move, and I know that they know it. They just read me like a book, bro. And there's nothing you can do about that. Played 2 very, very skilled opponents that they just know what they're doing, man. Good game, 2 in a row. Feels bad trying to make this turn around into a 3-2. And yes, your eyes did not deceive you. That is goated content creator Jamie Finn on your screen. And he's running a Shadow Metal Claw Ferrothorn. And I am immediately in shambles because, bro, this thing core breaks my whole team. And it ain't even close. And he's just going to go for a farm down, I guarantee it. So the opponent going to let this go. Jamie Finn's looking to go for the move. Maybe go for the move. I mean, I think he was going to throw energy at some point. But we're going to be going for the Weather Ball. We're going to get the shield here. I'm looking to try and leave this thing as low as humanly possible. We're going to be able to almost get to the Weather Ball. I thought I might make it. And now I need to make sure I get the Dragon Tail through. The opponent, however, is going to swap out immediately into the Quagsire with Water Gun. And because they have Water Gun, we are able to either get to the Dragon Claw at the same time or one turn before, depending on if they had the one-turn swap there. And now they're very low. I'm going to go ahead and shield this up. I know the opponent's not going to get to another move based on the fact that they need about 12 Water Guns to get to an Aqua Tail. And I cannot bring in my Quagsire here because I'm pretty sure Jamie's got 2 Power Whips, and I do not want to take one of those. Like, I needed to be able to KO this Ferrothorn here, so I'm very happy that he brings that in. What's he got in the back? It's Whiscash. Of course it is. Whiscash, I mean, if he gets to 2 moves, I'm in shambles. Going for the Dragon Claw, trying to do some damage here, unable to get to another move, and I'm realizing it a little bit too late, and I definitely should have just come in with the Quagsire as soon as I threw that, because now the opponent gets to 2 Mud Bombs. I'm pretty sure it's over. Are they at 2 Mud Bombs? He goes for the Scald, trying to get the damage to Water Gun down, and not going for the Mud Bombs. The opponent's going to go down. Good game, Jamie. I don't know if you had 2 Mud Bombs, brother. And if you didn't, then yay. But if you did, good game. Either way, good game. I love playing against other content creators, dude. It's so much fun to be able to play each other. Next game, we have the non-Shadow Abomasnow here, and I know the non-Shadow Abomasnow cannot farm down in the 2 shields after landing a Weather Ball, so I'm okay to let this go. In the Shadow to Shadow mirror match, if the opponent or you, either of you lands a weather ball in the shadow mirror match, one of you will farm each other down. So the opponent, however, has Icy Wind, and I'm actually going to read this because most of the normal Abomasnows, especially in the lead, are just running Icy Wind. So now that I get it low enough, I'm actually fine with just letting my Abomasnow go here. The attack drop has already been applied. I'm thinking they probably have a Mud Boy in the back, but I'd rather beat them by the rest of my Pokemon here rather than have the chance of just getting absolutely bodied because I went down a shield. So I'm going to bring in Flygon. The opponent thinking about it. They have 2 Pokemon in the back. They're going to bring in the Quagsire. This one's also on Water Gun, but Flygon's going to be able to go first because it did have some energy from farming down the opponent just now. They're going to go for the Dragon Claw here. I do know that I lose this matchup in the 2s. The Water Guns will just rip through the Flygon, which is probably another good reason to run it, because if you need to get switch against a Flygon safe switch, bring in the Shadow Quagsire and you'll get it. As long as you, well, they're not going to safe switch Flygon into an Abomasnow, mind you. But the opponent here makes a really nice catch on a Magcargo, but at this point, unfortunately, the game is over. The opponent can go even for an overheat here if they want. It's not going to do enough damage to make this Quagsire feel too much pain. We're going to be able to farm down. Opponent gets the attack drop off the overheat, goes down to the fast moves. Quagsire coming in. We're going to get to 2 Aqua Tails, and instead of risking to my lose con, I'm going to just fire off the double Aqua Tail with a shield, and the opponent knows where it too, and that's going to be a good game well played. Next game, we're going to have Abomasnow up against Cradily, and if this thing has Acid, not a great matchup, but we outpace. If they have Bullet Seed, even better. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to go on the CMP tie, because Cradily players with Bullet Seed, when the opponent doesn't, you know, if the opponent wants to go for timing, they will always just throw the Rock Tomb right away. They never wait. So I play to that expectation, and the opponent does exactly what I expect them to do. They're going to go for the Rock Tomb. Opponent's going to bring in the Talonflame. Thankfully, they had the 1-turn switch, and the Abomasnow does not take the damage. Do I go down 2 shields for the Brave Bird? I have to call it. It's got to be not a Brave Bird. The opponent goes for the Fly. Thank goodness it's not a Brave Bird. And I'm going to go for the Aqua Tail right before they get to it, but unfortunately I throw 1 too late. I don't know if I overtapped. I miscounted. I thought I counted 9 Water Guns, and they go for a Flame Charge, and it was a CMP tie that I lose, and now I'm just really, really sad. So the opponent now going to be able to get my shield. I need a miracle here, man. The opponent's going to come back in with that Cradily. I'm going to go straight for this Aqua Tail, trying to do any chip damage that I can. The opponent has a shield. Abomasnow comes in to get that final shield. See if I can't get rid of this thing. The opponent has something in the back that probably beats the Patukas out of my Abomasnow. But they're going to go for it. I know I live. I live a Rock Tomb here. It does not knock out from a non-Shadow Cradily. The opponent going for it. We are getting the farm down. The Bullet Seed's not going to do enough here. And we have the Energy Ball. The opponent has a Gastron in the back. But they top left and they rob me of that one shot, that one hit KO, bro. I needed that so bad. I'm an addict with a problem, trainers. And I needed that. And the opponent took that from us. But good game nonetheless. Abomasnow going off, bro. And speaking of Abomasnow going off, it's going off your screen here because Vigoroth is not what I want to see. Opponent brings in their Quagsire. This is a Water Gun Quagsire. I just have to be careful of the Stone Edge that they will likely throw at my Abomasnow. I know I lose this matchup unless they don't shield, in which case now I'm going to go for Switch. I would rather have my Quagsire against the opponent's Vigoroth than have my Abomasnow against it. And also, Flygon, if the opponent comes back in with a Vigoroth, Flygon's getting to a move. So they decide instead to come in with the Abomasnow, I'm going straight for the Dragon Claw, trying to do whatever damage I can here. The opponent is going to go ahead and shield that, and that's fine. I'm immediately swapping into Abomasnow at this point. If they want to bring in the Vigoroth into the Abomasnow, that's fine. I did not want to give them that farm down, and so I'm going to let the opponent get me as low as possible. Not really. I mean, I wasn't sure. But based on the health bar that's just lately, I just didn't think I was going to live that. Thankfully I did. We also get the defense drop, which is going to be really, really nice here. And I don't think the opponent's going to be able to take me out with any one move. They don't hardly have anything that can, so the Vigoroth is going to get a no shield here. The opponent has the Brick Break. Can they get to another move? No, they can't. Counter got nerfed, and thank goodness it did. Now the opponent comes in with the Abomasnow. I have to get to an Aqua Tail plus a Stone Edge here, but wait, these Water Guns are adding up much more than Mudshot ever would. And I'm absolutely fine with this. Aqua Tail's going to get the shield. I'm going to go for it right in the CMP. The opponent going to go for the move. And man, was that a lucky catch, because that was not calculated. That was absolutely just hoping it would work. And we have the Aqua Tail here going for the 1 Water Gun, because the opponent will still need 2 moves, and they're going to go for a little bit more farm. Aqua Tail is just enough to get the knockout. Abomasnow going down, and I'm feeling real good about my chances of hitting Veteran right now. Getting into game 4, we are 3-0 in this set, and I needed a 4-0, and we see Lurantis, and I'm not sure how to feel about this because this thing has superpower, and Fury Cutter is going to do a lot of damage. The opponent brings in a Piloswine save switch, and I'm okay with this. We're going to go for the Weather Ball here to chip the opponent, as we will get to the Weather Ball before they're going to be able to get to the Icicle Spear because of that 1-turn delay when they swap. Opponent now going to farm up to double Icicle Spear. I'm going to respect in case they do decide to Hail Mary the high horsepower. They are not going to have that. I'm not gonna have that kind of luck, man. I'm not no shielding at 9. That's just, I can't do it. But I know I can live an Icicle Spear, and I'm gonna try to get this farm down opponent on their 5 cycle. Can't make it. The Quagsire's got energy for whatever comes back in. That's gonna be the Lurantis. We're going for the Stone Edge. The opponent not gonna shield this. They can't, right? They need to save a shield. Stone Edge gonna do a lot of damage though. But they're going to get a lot of farm, unfortunately, and I'm going to be forced to shield whatever comes in. Opponent going to be going in with this Meg Cargo, and I have the perfect answer. Unfortunately, they did do a very nice bait out of my Quagsire just now, but Flygon absolutely dominates this matchup. My one lose condition there was going for a no shield on that Overheat, thinking it was a Rock Tomb, because Overheat would absolutely cook the poor glassy little Shadow Flygon. But we're going to get that shield. The opponent no shielding here. We're going to go for the Dragon Claw, but the opponent wins the CMP, but that means they have no energy. And now Lurantis going to get farmed down by this Abomasnow. And we're now 4-0 in the set. Now if I could just get a 5-0, that would be sick. Let's see what we get in the next game. We have a Furret on the lead in the next game. Very neutral lead. Not exactly my cup of tea, though. I'm going to stay in with the Abomasnow. Look to try and get some heavy damage off with this Energy Ball. The opponent going straight for a Swift. And I know that I can no-shield this, and I actually decide to shield just in case, because I want to make sure that this thing stays away from my backline, but I think that I've made a mistake here, trainers, because by shielding that Swift, I was expecting to have to play that matchup out in the lead, but the opponent safe switching in here now forces me to go down 2 shields, and that... The Furret has that. The Furret has Trailblaze, and that's going to do a lot of damage to Quagsire regardless. So being shields down here is definitely not good. The opponent also, I hate that I cannot get past them getting 2 charge moves. They go for the Brave Bird, absolutely cooks my poor Swagsire. Abomasnow is going to come in, and I know that I can get it down in 2, and I'm going to go for all this energy. Energy Ball, number 1, coming out. I need to hit this Furret. I need to hit it hard. The opponent goes down. I try to go for a snipe. They bring in their Swampert. And if I had stayed in with the Abomasnow, I think I could have won this game. But me going straight to Flygon. Excuse me, that was the lose con. I think I was like 1 energy shy of the double Weather Ball there. It looked like I might have had 2, but I wasn't sure. It didn't look like it. The opponent, however, is going to win CMP, and unfortunately, they're going to go for the Sludge and take this game from us, but it was a well-played fight. I think I definitely had a good shot if I'd stayed in with my Abomasnow, because I know they didn't have a move. I don't know why I switched, I'm going to be honest with you. It was just a reactionary thing that I shouldn't have done, but we still pick up a 4-1 set. And we rocket up to Veteran 2505 Elo. I finally made it. Now it's just a matter of time till we make the rest of the way. Gonna go slow, take it easy, and try not to stress about it, because it's a video game. It's not worth stressing out about. If we don't hit Legend this season, hopefully we do, but if we don't, you know what? There's always next season. I'm gonna take it slow, no stress, focus on these deep dives you guys have been asking me for. I can't wait to get those done. I'm so excited to do the PvP IV deep dives. I got a lot in store for you guys. I hope you stick with me here. Appreciate y'all very much for watching. As always, we'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.